Today's class in the Yoga for Weight Loss series is all about the core. You'll just need one block for today's class. And this first exercise we're going to get started with is really just to help wake up the abs and bring your awareness to what that core engagement should feel like. So we're going to start by laying on our backs. You can leave your feet up in the air, but really place your hands on your hip points. Place your hands there, try to relax just a bit, and then try to rock your hips like you're bringing them towards you. Feel the abs kind of crunch and engage, and then rock them the opposite direction. So the hip points are then pointing towards your knees. Feel how that's more of a stretch, but then rock your hip points down, sort of rolling your hips towards you, and you can feel that engagement. Now I'm doing it very exaggerated so that you can see it on the video. But what I want you to do is just keep your hands on your hip points and just make very small movements. See if you can feel when your hips go towards your feet, if it's long and no real contraction. Hip points are going down and you can feel that engagement. And this is what we really want to focus on for today's class. So do this just a few more times. Really try to focus on the feel. Yoga is all about connecting that mind with the body, the mind with the sensations going on inside the body. And then grab your block. You're going to place it in between the knees. Feet should be below the knees. We're going to come up into a bridge. So really squeeze that block with those knees, but then focus on the hips, really engage the abs. So if you need to rock the hip points back towards you. And we're going to sit here for 5 breaths or so at your own pace. What we want to focus on here is really that crunch of the abs and not so much the squeezing of the glutes. So the abs are really what's lifting everything up and off the floor. Let's take just a couple more breaths. And then let's go ahead and set it down. Now hold your block, bring those feet straight up, still keep that block in between the knees, flex the toes back towards the shins, and let's lower the legs down, keeping them up off the ground but still holding the block, and back up, and then bring your block out, up overhead, and back. You're gonna do 10 of these. That's 1. There's 2. Now you can just crank these out as quick as you'd like, or take your time with them. I always feel like the slower the pace, the more actively I'm engaging. That was 5. So I like to take my time really focusing on each movement. 6. Really about quality, not quantity. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Okay, bring those feet down. You can set your block off to the side just for a quick little break here. Take a deep breath before we get into this next one. You'll still need your block, so keep your hand on it. Then bring your feet about mat distance apart, and then see how your legs are kind of making a V shape. Let's go ahead and extend and keep them in that form. So keep them in this V. Get your block one more time, and we're gonna do some crunches. So keep your block here, and then try to reach it as far forward toward the front of your mat as you can. Just like so. 1, we're gonna do 10. 2, 3, 4, and remember your hips. So if you feel like you're not getting enough engagement, rock those hips just a little bit. I kind of lost count. I think this one's 8. 9, last one, and 10. Set it down. Okay, for the next one, we're just gonna do a little bit of a spinal massage as we kind of sit up. So rock and roll just a couple of times. Let's sit up. Extend the feet out in front of you. We're gonna do some leg lifts. Don't necessarily need your block at this moment, but you're more than welcome to hold it up overhead if you'd like an added sort of advancement. Keep your hands up, or just keep your hands down at your side for balance, just lifting up one leg at a time. We're gonna do 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Awesome. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. So now let's go ahead and find our boat pose. Sort of rock back on your sitting bones just a little bit. You're going to sort of be reclining. You have the choice to always keep your hands back here for balance, but I'd really encourage you to keep your hands off the floor as much as possible to really engage the abs for this. So find your boat pose. What we're going to do is some foot taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, set it down. This next one, you are more than welcome to use your block as well. I'll use it here just to kind of show you the option. Otherwise, if you would like to leave it at the side, you can always do that too. So rocking back, finding boat one more time. This time our feet are gonna stay still and our arms are gonna move, our upper torso. So inhale the hands up and exhale them over to the side. Inhale the hands up, exhale over to the side. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, and 5. Very good. Now, set this off to the side. Still want to be able to reach it because this next one we're going to do sort of like a plank. Plank, you would normally be like this, but for that more lower sort of ab engagement, what we're going to do is bring our feet sort of into a tabletop position. Grab that block and squeeze it in between the knees just like we did with the bridge. And then kind of coming up into a semi-plank, lift that block up off the ground. And what we're gonna do is hold this for another 5 breaths. Deep inhale through the nose and out through the mouth. Nice long deep breaths. There's 2, 3, 1 more breath. All right, set it down. Now we can come into our cool down, or if you would like a little bit harder of a core workout, what you can do is just pause and restart all the way at the beginning for this video. So set your block aside. Let's go ahead and start cooling down. Back into down dog. Let's hold this just for a beat. And rock on forward to plank, down into chaturanga, and up dog. What we're gonna do here is hold up dog for a few breaths. Really still try to keep the abs engaged. A lot of people just kind of let that go in a back bend, but you can just still dump into the low back and cause some pain there. So play around with rocking your hips kind of forward, back. See how that feels on the abs and see how it feels on the low back. You kind of understand what I'm talking about. So be sure that even in smallest back bends, you're engaging the core. It's helping keep that low back safe. All right, let's let it go. Come into child's pose just for a few breaths. All right, now let's find our way onto our backs here. So we're gonna start with a side body stretch. So bring the hands up overhead, have the left hand grab the right wrist, and shift that body up and over to the right. Should really feel a great stretch in through the obliques, side core. If you need a little bit more of an advancement, cross those legs. Let's hold this for one more breath. And exhale back to center. And then let's switch it out. Switch out the hands. Left hand grabs the right wrist. Upper body over to the left. And switch out those feet, don't forget. On the next exhale, we'll come back to center. Undo those feet. Bring the right knee up and in, give it a big squeeze. And then let's send it over to the left for a JT twist. Make sure that right shoulder is staying down. See if on your exhale, you can deepen that twist. Inhale back to center and let it go. Inhale the left leg up. And then exhale it over to the side. Don't forget to try to deepen on the exhale on this side. It's really easy to have one side tighter or looser than the other, but we still want to treat them equally. All right, inhale back to center. And now let's find corpse pose or Shavasana. Palms up. Let's slow down our breath one more time. As we've come out of our exercises and trying to come into rest. Now is a good time to thank your body for the work that it's done. Really focusing on gratitude can help hard things not seem so hard or so bad or so negative, which oftentimes working out can be a negative feeling. It's hard to get up and try to push yourself every day. Be bigger, better, stronger. But you've set aside that time today to try to help strengthen your core. And for that, I am grateful. Let's take one more breath together. Thanks for tuning in to Yoga for Weight Loss Core Edition. May your yoga practice continue to thrive.